Oh man, here comes the pain train.
Yeah, you see all of these? These are all fighting games in the fighting game community. So let's talk about it.
You better stop! Stop! Bitch, stop!
Hey, another video. And today, from what you saw earlier in the clips, we're going to be going along about the FGC, the fighting game community. So the FGC is a really big community of people who play fighting games like Guilty Gear, Melty Blood, Blaze Blue, Others, Street Fighter 5, and those are just a small part of all the other fighting games that are in the FGC. Now, personally me, I like to count myself as a person who is in the FGC, but some other people who may play fighting games don't exactly associate themselves with people who are in the FGC. So, why don't we go around and ask some people about what they think about it? Alright, so here I have an interviewee. His name is Froud. Go ahead and say hi.
Hey, what's up?
Would you say you count yourself as a part of the FGC?
So, I've been playing Melee, Super Smash Bros. Melee for about 7 to 8 years now. And while I would consider myself at least the ancillary part of the community, I'm very, I follow a lot of current events, all the drama stuff that goes on. Smash as a whole has been for a while considered a sort of a side to the fighting game community proper, I would say.
Yeah,
so while
to some people count like Smash as a part of the FGC, but some people also don't count it because it doesn't have like the same technicalities as most other fighting games would have.
I would, to the people who say that, I think they measured this a few years back and they found that Melee players average at about 7 inputs per second, which is on par with like I think competitive StarCraft.
Yeah.
So I would say in terms of technicality, I think it's all there. But I understand like a lot of people say, Melee and Smash in general looks so much more different than your traditional Street Fighters, your traditional Tekkens, games like that, which are 2D plane. You're depleting a health bar, things like that. So I understand why where the caution comes from, but I definitely think that Melee does have all the elements of like your traditional fighting game, which is why personally I would.
So from what you hear there, that was Fraud's opinion on the FGC, and if he thinks he counts himself as a part of the FGC. He told me later on that he doesn't count it, even though he plays Smash. I personally think Smash is a mixture of both, because it has its own community as big and its own little whole, and FGC is just like its own whole, but like a little more glorious. I personally love to play Smash. It's one of my favorite fighting games to play on the side. Let's go and just like get to the next person. So here I have my next interviewee. We have Bear Bear here. Go and say hi.
Hi, I'm Bear Bear.
And I want to ask, so would you say you're a part of the FGC?
Yeah, I would consider myself part of the FGC, because I've been playing fighting games for more than half of my life, so,
Alright, what would you say got you into the FGC?
My first fighting game was probably either Street Fighter, it was a Street Fighter 3, like PlayStation 3 port, or it was Tekken 4 maybe? Because Tekken 4, it was, I used to play all of these with my brother when he was older, he got me into them.
Yeah, I personally like Tekken and like Street Fighter a lot. It's personally one of my like childhood games too. What like really like grabbed your attention that was like, oh, I really want to be a part of this like group of people who like love fighting and the same passion as me?
Honestly, I don't know. When I watch VODs from tournaments, I really like the energy of it. And whenever I talk to people in calls playing fighting games and stuff, it's something that's really hard to replicate in any other community. So I really like it.
Well, I also agree with your statement with the fighting game community. I would like to thank you for coming in for the little interview. So that was Bear Bear's thought, and if she thinks she's part of the FGC, and as she said in the video, she is part of the FGC, and it's because of her old time back when she was a little kid playing Street Fighter 3 and Tekken 4 and all those good stuff back in the day. I really get why people like her are in the FGC and why they like it so much. So some people may play fighting games, some people also don't play fighting games. Like some people, when they think of fighting games, they think, oh, it's a waste of time, So some people may play fighting games, some people also don't play fighting games. Like some people, when they think of fighting games, they think, oh, it's a waste of time, or I have to get good at a game just to get beat by someone who isn't better than me. And it's not always about that, and it just comes to how you play and how skill comes down to you.
This dude did a 10-hit combo. This dude's doing strings. Wow. That's how you know when you're trash. This nigga did strings. Oh my gosh.
So there we had some low tier god getting beat in Tekken 7 because the game is so linear, he can't move. And low tier god likes to not count himself as a person to FGC, while he does like to play a lot of fighting games. He learned the combos, but he doesn't enjoy them because he's just like, he's not exactly the best at them. And then some other people like to call out that when they lose in a fighting game, it's called BS. So then when they play it, I can't win because I lost to something called BS. Like for games like Street Fighter, we have comeback mechanics like V-trigger. For Tekken 7, we have rage. For Mortal Kombat 11, we have fatal blows. There's a lot of different things that can vary when you're playing. Other than that, I think that's all I have to really say. I just personally wanted to end it off with saying I love fighting games. I love the fighting game community. I count myself as a part of it, and I don't have much other to say. So if you enjoyed the video, like, subscribe, notification. I'll leave my social medias in the description and my Discord on the bottom too. And that's all. See ya.